Is the reign of the US dollar over? China certainly seems to think so. With its aggressive financial strategies, China has been quietly positioning itself to undermine the dominance of the US dollar, reshaping the global financial landscape in the process. While the world has grown accustomed to the US dollar as the backbone of international trade and finance, Beijing's actions suggest that a seismic shift may be underway. From betting billions on the dollar's decline to building new financial alliances, China's financial maneuvers could lead to a future where the dollar's supremacy is a thing of the past. In this video, we'll explore the sophisticated financial tools China is employing, the geopolitical implications of these moves, and what it means for the future of the global economy. Let's dive into China's ambitious plan to challenge the US dollar's dominance and reshape the global financial order. But before we get into the intricate details, if you are interested in the latest updates on global economics and geopolitics, make sure to hit that like button and share this video to help spread the word. Your support helps us reach more people with important insights. China's financial institutions are not just idly waiting for the global economy to change. They are actively making moves to accelerate it. Over the past year, Chinese banks have taken massive short positions against the US dollar. Reports suggest that more than $100 billion has been allocated to these positions, essentially betting on the dollar's decline. This aggressive stance is primarily based on the use of foreign exchange swaps, a financial instrument designed to allow Chinese banks to short the US dollar while hedging their risks. Now, if you are unfamiliar with how this works, don't worry, we covered it in detail in one of our previous videos where we explained how China uses FX swaps to short the US dollar. Make sure to check that video out for a deeper dive into this sophisticated financial tool. I'll put the link in the corner for you. Rather than getting into the technical details here again, what's important to note is that this approach allows China to stabilize the yuan without depleting its foreign reserves. Of course, this strategy comes with risks. If the US dollar strengthens instead of weakens, China could face significant losses, but so far the bet has often paid off, with traders seeing notable returns during market volatility. Yet China's gambles on shorting the dollar is only one piece of a much larger puzzle. This move is part of Beijing's broader long-term effort to reduce its dependence on the US dollar and establish more control over its economic future. One of the most significant moves China has made is to increase the use of renminbi in cross-border transactions. By the first quarter of 2024, the RMB accounted for a staggering 52.9% of China's cross-border payments, surpassing the US dollar, which held just 42.8%. This development marks a major milestone in China's push to reduce reliance on the dollar in global trade. But China is not stopping there. It has also significantly reduced its holdings of US Treasury bonds. We have already covered China's move to cut US debt and increase gold reserves in a previous video, so check out the link in the corner if you want a deeper dive. To summarize, China sold $53.3 billion in US debt in early 2024, with total sales since 2021 exceeding $300 billion. At the same time, its gold reserves have risen to 4.9% of total holdings, the highest level since 2015. This is all part of its broader push to diversify away from the US dollar. These actions signal China's intent to insulate its economy from US policies, but they also reflect a deeper geopolitical strategy. China is building alliances and strengthening its role in global trade through its leadership in the BRICS coalition. China's financial strategies align closely with its involvement in the BRICS bloc. This coalition, which now represents a larger share of global GDP than the G7, has been pushing for the use of local currencies in trade, moving away from the dollar. The 2024 sanctions on Russia, which restricted its access to dollar-based markets, accelerated this trend. BRICS nations are even exploring alternatives to the dollar, such as commodity-backed currencies and precious metals. These efforts are part of a broader global shift, with countries in the Global South particularly interested in reducing their dependence on the US dollar. What do you think about China's aggressive moves to weaken the dollar's dominance? Could these strategies actually dethrone the dollar as the world's leading currency? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's discuss. As China and its BRICS partners reduce reliance on the dollar, we are seeing a steady decline in the currency's share of global central bank reserves. At the same time, non-traditional currencies like the Chinese yuan are becoming more common in global reserves. Another key aspect of this shift is the growing reliance on gold. Countries like China and India have been ramping up their gold reserves, viewing the precious metal as a safer alternative to dollar assets. These actions are a direct response to the geopolitical use of the US dollar in the form of sanctions, particularly against nations like Russia and Iran. By increasing their gold holdings and repatriating gold from overseas, these countries are taking steps to protect their economies from US financial influence. The BRICS coalition is already reaping the benefits of its dollar diversification strategy. Trade among BRICS nations has increased dramatically. This growing economic power signals a shift away from the traditional US dollar-based systems that have dominated global trade for decades. President Xi Jinping is the driving force behind China's ambitious financial moves. His vision is clear: to develop world-class Chinese financial institutions capable of rivaling those in the US and Europe. This vision is not just about economics, it's about geopolitics. By challenging the dominance of the Western financial system, China is widening the divide between itself and the US, creating a new global financial landscape. China's ambitious financial strategies are reshaping the global economy. Through aggressive short positions against the dollar, increased use of the RMB in trade, and strong participation in BRICS, China is leading the charge to weaken the US dollar's dominance. The implications of these moves are profound, signaling a new era in global finance. As China continues to assert its financial independence and challenge US hegemony, the competition between these two global powers will shape the future of international trade, financial markets, and geopolitical strategies. If you found this video insightful, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.